Hello, everyone. Father Rob here. I'm back with my weekly message to you all. And an interesting thing happened this last Sunday when I was giving the homily. It just came to my mind that, we need heroes in our society and we need heroes in this time. Perhaps I was looking out at the congregation and I saw a few younger members present, and maybe that thought about them as them being the heroes of the future for us. One member of the congregation out there is a young lad in the 6th grade. His name is Christopher, and he goes up to the local school here, the local Catholic school in Fort Bragg. And one time I asked him, I said, Christopher, do you know what your name means? And he replied, and he says, well, no, I don't actually know what it means, but I always liked the idea that Christ, the word Christ, was present in my name. And I said, yes, Christopher, that's for good reason, because your name means the one who carries Christ. And so you may have an important role to play in this world. You're called to carry Christ within you, but also to share Christ with those around us. And Christ, in fact, is our greatest hero. He is the one who went the distance, who gave all for us, gave his whole life for us so that we might have life ourselves, and that we might be saved, and we might be made whole, and that we may be healed. And when I was looking over the readings for this week, I was impressed to see how Jesus accepts it all. He accepts it all mostly in silence. He accepts it with patience. He accepts everything without wanting to retaliate, without wanting to give harm for harm or evil to evil. He wants to accept it all and take it all in. Whether he's being crowned with thorns, or he's being whipped at the stake, or he's carrying his cross, or on the cross itself, he accepts it all. He accepts it with a patient love, and he accepts it for us. And we know that Christ bore all the sins of the world, but do we think about perhaps the purity of the intention, that there perhaps had to be one person in the history of the world who could receive evil without wanting to give back or to retaliate, who wanted to just accept that and to absorb that, and didn't have any, he didn't return evil for evil, but returned love to evil. And so when they were hating on him, he was loving them back. And so he accepted that all. And Jesus there is a great inspiration for us in our lives, that we should return love for evil, and that we should accept the difficulties in our life with patient love and with courage, and knowing that we have that courage because Christ went there first, and he went there before us, and he suffered this. And we have courage in him, knowing that he can support us in this life and carry us along, and Christ carries us in this life, and we have support in him. So as we continue in this life, let us always remember that Christ is there for us. And when we suffer difficulty or even hate or harm from other people, let us turn to God and ask for God's help and wisdom, and know that Jesus is there to support us and to encourage us, and know that Jesus suffered all for us, and he suffered perfectly. And he never returned evil for evil, but like the perfect lamb, accepted it all, absorbed it all. But he turned it into love, and he turned it into even praise to his Father. The more evil that he absorbed, it seemed like the more love that was coming out of him. He transformed that evil into love. And that's the beauty of our life. We're called likewise to be people who transform evil into love. The more evil we receive, the more love that we spread upon others. And that's the beautiful paradox in God's logic that isn't human's logic, but God gives us the capacity to do that. And let us walk courageously following Christ as we return to the Father.